Greg and I have been watching Harry Potter.
Ooh, yes.
I've read the books many times. I love them. I love the Harry Potter books. I love the movies. I think they're fantastic. As we were watching them, like, man, even if they hadn't been like, oh yeah, Snape is black now, which is stupid because Snape is very clearly described in the book, whatever. He can't replace, no one can be Alan Rickman.
Yes.
Yeah,
Alan Rickman is so good. He's so, he exactly,
That's so good.
he exactly embodies what you read in the book where Snape just seems like a total ass. He clearly despises Harry. He hates Gryffindor. He doesn't like these kids. And yet he's still a good teacher. So we were watching the third book, and he obviously
movie.
like Snape. Yeah, we're watching the third movie. Snape shows up in the Shrieking Shack and is like, "Oh, I'm going to get you all expelled, you fools." And then later Remus starts turning into a werewolf, and the first thing Snape does is he gets in front of Harry, Ron, and Hermione and puts them behind him to shield them.
Yeah.
That's the very first. Like, he clearly loathes these kids, but he's like, "No, I'm the teacher. I'm going to put my body on the line." I'm just like, Alan Rickman is just so brilliant. No dialogue, just body language of like tells you exactly who Snape is.
Yes.
So good.
It is. It is.
Anyways, Harry Potter is a really fun world full of magic. And people always ask like, oh, if you could be in one fantasy world, what would you be in? And I'm like, probably Harry Potter, because it seems the safest world that has access to magic.
That's a statement.
In a
Lord
lot
of the Rings is
Lord of the Rings is
terrifying.
terrifying.
Star Wars is too big.
Star Wars is big, and like honestly, you're probably not going to be a Jedi.
The odds are low.
But if I'm, if I'm aware of magic, then even as a Muggle, I feel like I can work that to my
weasel
advantage.
your way into
Weasel my way in.
Hogwarts.
However, the world building in Harry Potter is not very good.
Don't shit on Harry Potter.
No.
I
love Harry
No,
Potter too.
we do.
And it's one of the things. This is what's great about it is it's so good that
It is.
you are very. It's very easy to suspend your disbelief when she's introducing these things. Where if you think about it, it kind of breaks the entire world in half.
all of it does.
Prime example. Harry Potter 3, The Time Turners.
God, don't do this. That's my
The Time-
favorite one.
Yeah, it's my favorite. No, Prisoner of
Great movie.
Azkaban is my favorite one too.
Yes,
it's my favorite.
Great movie.
Great movie. I love it. Even the Time Turner stuff, I think it works within the movie. I think it. This is why I think it works. I think all the stuff works within the books that she's laid out. But if you try to expand it beyond that and think about what are the implications for like normal everyday life, you're suddenly like, there's some stuff here that doesn't make sense. So I want to talk about a few of them. So first of all, the Time Turners. Obviously, and I know this is going to hurt you, Marco.
I hate this series already. I don't like it. Harry Potter's like my favorite series of all time.
and again,
this is going to be painful.
I'm not saying this to detract from. I'm saying this to say that world building is important, but you can get away with building an interesting world that isn't necessarily like super coherent.
Yeah.
It is a very interesting world she has built. And if you ignore some of these things, or you can like if you build more specific rules for it, you can make it work. She didn't do that. So she left a lot of this stuff open, which I think is fine. So there's a lot of mystery into how things work. And so it's like if you take it to one logical extreme, it breaks everything. But you could easily go and add more rules that she didn't do. You can go and add more rules to how things work so that it functions properly.
Yeah.
But Time Turners, right? Hey, I need to take extra classes. Okay, literally manipulate time, but don't tell anybody. That's wild. She's 13 years old, and she's a huge nerd. Like, you're such a big nerd. We're going to give you the power to control time. What the hell? It's wild to think about that. And then, of course, all the Time Turners mysteriously disappear when they would have probably been useful in beating Voldemort. So, Time Turners, and at some point, I will do a section on time travel and why it's always a bad decision for a movie.
Yes.
Unless you're going to do like Back to the Future. Again, I think it works in Prisoner of Azkaban because it's a light touch, and it does technically do the only way it works where things have already happened, so that's the only way they happen.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get into that just yet.
So this is it. This segment is a reverse diamond in the rough. So it's a rough in the diamond. And I say this because Marco's dying over there.
I am internally combusting right now. It is awful.
But the reason the segment exists,
it's a penis in the popcorn.
Is to take something that is very good and to say there is a bad thing that exists in here. And I think that is a super fair thing because we've been watching together and I've had the same thoughts
And we're
where
just
I'm
like
the idea that we're going to this school, period, and it's just like kids getting off to left and right. No, it's like it's not
deadly.
even. It's like you have a headmaster who you're like, oh, Dumbledore, I love him. Dumbledore's wild, dude.
Yeah, he's
like that dude
unhinged.
is absolutely nuts. That he's just like, well, really don't have to cancel school. I'm like, there is literally a serpent slithering around just fuck, like killing, just offing. Like this thing, if it looks at you, you're dead. And he's like,
and they know it's
who
there.
knows what will happen? It's like, what do you mean?
I certainly wouldn't want to make the kids lose their education. And then kids cancel exams that year anyways.
He announces at the beginning of every year how you might die a
Most of
horrible
you will
death.
die a
Mo-
horrible death.
They play Quidditch. It's
Quidditch is
effectively a
insane.
big intramural game. They're not even playing schools, and there's just kids dying away.
Yeah, they're kids getting struck by lightning
Kids getting
and
smashed with
arms broken. And
bludgers
like,
and-
literally like clubs smacking people in the head. It's so insane.
And it's often like students saving people. It's like Harry's falling from the heavens, and they're all just like, din, 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 din. And she's like, am I with us? And it's like, well, I guess you didn't die. Like, it's the what, but
It's wild.
It is super true that it is an incredibly. It's still like I'm loving watching these movies. It's just that the world beyond what's just there, you're like, oh, this all makes sense. But if you're like, hey, wait a minute, why where? Why are
and
they?
the thing is-
What are they studying to be? That this was the one for me. What exactly? And this one, it might kill it. What are like they're going there and it's like, oh, you're going to be the brightest witch and wizard. I'm like, is that a profession? Even in the wizarding world, even in the wizarding world, you're all wizards. So what are you doing after that? Like other than being teachers for people to become more wizards, what are the other professions
Or working for the government.
that require you to be doing all of these things that aren't reading, writing, arithmetic? Because you're just putting things in potions and things.
I hate all of you. This is the worst segment I think I've ever experienced in my life.
I'm just getting started.
No. Hold on, because I got to touch on that. To be a witch or wizard and be a good witch or wizard, you can do other things.
Yeah.
Wand crafting
Yeah. So
For what? For what?
for witches and wizards.
yeah. So
But it's not a
to
profession.
Greg's point, it is all like
It's all circular.
It's all incestuous. It's
That's
all
fine.
feeding its own loop.
The whole
But I think it's fine
world
too.
is that.
Yeah. So, and this is the funny thing. So, in the fourth book, we do get the idea that at least we know at least
There's
there's a
some
school in
other
France
schools, yeah.
and there's a school in Germany or Russia. It's unclear. So we do get the idea that
All the girls
spells
live in
are
France.
all in Latin. If you're a Chinese wizard, do you still have to say expecto patronum? I'm not even going to do a racist accent.
Please
'cause
do. Please do it.
Dude, I can do
So-
a Japanese one.
Patronum, right? Like, would you have to do that? Or if you're in Africa, would you like have to add some clicks in? Or
Oh.
so magic? How does it work? It all seems to be based off of Latin. That seems weird. How do you come up with new spells? Do you just like open a Latin dictionary and say, oh, what's the word for tomato? And so you're like, tomatus, boom, and you can turn something into tomato, right? So it's like, how does that work? And also, clearly
Magic was created by the Latins.
yeah, so like where did magic come from? It's not addressed at all. How is there poverty in the wizarding world?
Yeah, that
How are the Weasleys poor? How is their house run down when they walk in and there is a frying pan and there's a frying pan cleaning itself, and yet the windows like ramshackle. Like, hello, wave your so here's my headcanon. Here's my headcanon that I've come up to fix this. Okay, so also like polyjuice potion. Is there a test for that? Surely there has to be like polyjuice detectors, or identity theft would be the most rampant thing ever. Imagine the ramifications of polyjuice
you definitely
potion. Ghosts and paintings. Like, do ghosts not exist in the normal world? Like, if is it only magical people die, they leave a ghost? How does that work?
The painting ones are wild.
The paintings, like,
Are those people?
I have a question. If the fat lady takes off her top, is it just blank? Or does she actually? Is she a real?
Of course,
Is she a real person? Like, can she jump on a horse and ride one of the horses? Like, she's hiding behind a horse. Could she ride a horse into a different painting? What if a painting walked into another painting and punched someone in the face? Would they bleed? Would there be blood on in the painting? Do they heal? Like, I have so many questions about the paintings.
Yeah.
So many questions about the paintings.
I hate this
There
segment.
definitely is like you definitely cannot think very difficult. Like you just have to exist just within the story that's being told, and then it's great. And that story is very fun.
And
very
then,
great.
of course, the possibly a worse offender than the Time Turners, the Felix Felicis, which in the 6th book, he makes a potion that is the liquid luck potion. He wins it, that sort of thing.
Yeah, that
And
thing is
when he
wild.
takes it, basically everything goes his way. And it's like, okay, Felix Felicis, this luck potion is really hard to make. People are like, okay, so you take some of the liquid luck potion
try
and you
to
make
make
a
more.
bunch more liquid luck potion. And then you just, whatever you want to do, you just take this liquid luck potion and you just do it. I need to find Voldemort and kill him. Gulp. Pew! Done. It's easy.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely, you could go
So,
on and on with this.
there's just so many things.
But
But again, and this is what this
world
is
building's
it's-
hard.
First of all, it is a series, and this is not an excuse, but it is a series for kids who aren't thinking this deeply about it.
yeah,
Right?
that's fair.
It's a character story. It's not
Yes.
really about the world. It's a character story in a magical world.
Yeah.
So the magic is there, but it's not the important part. It's not the focus. The focus is on Harry, on his growing up, on his friends, on his fight with Voldemort. And that part is excellent.
Yes.
With the exception of his angst in book 5, which is the first time I was like, yeah, Rowling is
Angsty
a woman
teen boy.
writing a teenage boy. But even that, I still love every single book. I love every single movie. This is just like if you think about
It's
it.
a
but
rough
here's
in
my
the
headcanon.
diamond. It's a rough in the diamond.
It's an imperfection. It's a scratch on the glass. My headcanon, which I was
is the
talking to Greg
worst.
about. No, here's my headcanon. Is that, because in the book, they don't really show how they show very, very, on a very low level, how the magic and muggle world interacts. Like they imply that, the Prime Minister of England is aware of magic to some extent. They know the Minister of Magic exists. And then
Right.
when there's like a crisis, the Minister of Magic comes and talks to the Prime Minister. My headcanon is that everyone knows magic exists. Of course it does. They're not that subtle about it. But because it's so wild and unhinged, everyone pretends like they don't know about it. The human world is like, those guys are fucking nuts and we want nothing to do with them. Their kids are all dying at school. We're just going to say,
It's a bunch of
hey,
barbarians.
you guys go do your own thing over there. And as long as you're not killing muggles, do your thing. We're going to leave you to do whatever you're going to do.
We're
and,
fine
Like, you're
over here.
homeschooling.
How are
We're
you?
going to focus on, so that's my headcanon, is that the muggle world is just like, yeah, we're taking a hands-off approach. We're going to play, like, you guys go do what you do. We're going to pretend like, oh, yeah, magic, totally never heard of that. Don't know that exists.
I hate this segment.
I know.
so bad.
fine.
It is the
Well,
worst. My head is exploding because unfortunately I can't defend it. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
Because
I
I'm
hate
right.
this. This
But
is
again,
the worst.
Again, and this is the thing, like, I don't think any of this, as I think about it and how silly it is, it doesn't diminish my love of the series at all, because my love of the series is not built on, wow, she built this amazing, cohesive world. No, it's about, she wrote these amazing characters that I love in this interesting world of magic. And so, like, if I were to choose a world, again, I would have to at least have knowledge that magic exists. Because if I'm just a mug, well, then it's no different from living in any other
Yeah,
world. But if I know magic exists, I will become the king of that world in like a year. I will run that shit in a year.
Yeah. Sorry, Marco. Well, now you can end
Love
us
you,
off
Marco.
with
A
your
game.
game segment. Hit us with it. Let's get happier.
I don't.
But that's
just
that's
bad.
that just goes to show, like, you don't need a perfect product for it to be excellent and legendary. And I remember waiting in line midnight showings of books, like midnight lines for book releases at midnight. That has never happened in my lifetime since, and I don't think it will ever happen again. Harry Potter is absolutely, in my book, absolutely legendary, and I love it.
We have a comment.
However.
We have a comment that says you guys have no whimsy.
Oh,